Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to Gurbani Vichar session. Our topic today is Hukam. Before we start the session, let us recite a slok from Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Aad Kure Namahe, Jugat Kure Namahe, Sat Kure Namahe, Shri Guru Devahe Namahe. Dindot Vandan Anik Bar, Sarab Kala Samarat, Dolan Te Rakho Prabhu, Nanak Tekar Hat. Let us also turn our attention inwards and do ardas to Kalpurukh Vaheguru to give us capability to understand the Gurbani that has been bestowed to us by our Satgurus. With that, let us start today's topic. As I said, the topic today we are going to cover is Hukam. The word Hukam has come 431 times in Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. You will see it in all different forms. These are the forms you see: Hukam, Hukmi, Hukam, Hukmo, Hukmo, Hukme, and Hukme. As we look for the meanings for this in Mahan Kosh and other places, it means in Punjabi it has been Raza, Furman, Pana, Pana manna, Raza vich rehna, Furman like command also, divine command, divine order, or the law, divine law. That all comes under the meanings for Hukum. That's how we describe the Hukum. As we understand in the context of doing internalizing Gurbani, understanding the sense of Gurbani, there's a deeper meaning of Hukum in Gurbani. Because it has been, Gurbani tells us that Hukum is the means for us to unite with God. One of the means to unite with God is to stay in the Hukum. And uniting with God, with Vaheguru, is the main purpose of this life. According to Gurbani, everything is operating under Hukum. Hukum for us as human being is to unite with that one source from where we came. And we need to take help from Gurbani to find how to stay in the Hukum too. So throughout this presentation, you will see verses from Gurbani which is trying to answer certain questions about Hukum. So here, union with God is only by being in Hukum. There's so many places, so many Gurbani verses. Kinya Tukka Gurbani diya verses, Tukka Gurbani diya. They just talk about this, right? And the before that Gurbani line, which is here, you see in Gurmukhi, you see the ang, the page number, the also where it is in Guru Granth Sahib Ji. So as I said, there's an emphasis in Guru Granth Sahib Ji by our Satgurus that that merging with that one divine is by being in the Hukum. On Ang 92, it says, Hukam pachhad ta khasme milna. It says, Hukam pachhad, when you recognize the Hukum of his command, ta khasme milna, then you will meet your God and Master. On line 108, it says, Prabh milne ki eh nisani, man ikko sacha hukum pachani. He says, Nisani is written here. The sign, what is the sign that you have found God? Prabh milne, the union with the God. What is the sign of that? He says, Man ikko sacha hukum pachani. You should cut this part. Hello?
Yeah.
You know that the bottle here? It just, something happened to it.
Yeah, I heard that. It's okay.
So I'll just repeat that. Okay.
If anything like that happens, just say cut and start over. Sorry.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So here on Ang 108, 108, Prabh milne ki eh nisani, man ikko sacha hukum pachani. He says this is the sign of union with God. Eh nisani, nisani is the sign. Man ikko sacha hukum pachani. In the mind, that true command of that Vaheguru, of that one, is recognized. On that Ang 139, it says, Nanak hukam pachan ke tau khasme milna. It says, O Nanak, recognize the hukum, pachan le, hukum of that Vaheguru's command, and then merge with your God and Master. On 193 it says, Jo kich vartay sab tera pana, hukum bhujai so sach samana. Jo kich vartay, whatever happens, vartay, sab tera pana, all is according to your will. Hukam bhujai, bhujai means you are able to decode it, understand it. Hukam bhujai, one who understands the hukam. So sach samana, they merge, they are absorbed into God. So these are some of the verses, and there are many more like this in Guru Granth Sahib, which we understood the English meaning in English for them, which is re-emphasizing how important it is to understand and realize and recognize the hukum of that divine. We should stay in the hukum, but what is the hukum? How to stay in the hukum is the main thing we are going to discuss in this session. So then, again, a few more lines on that about the union with God is only by being in hukum. On 292, hukum bhuj parampad pai, hukum pachane bhujai sach soi. It says, by recognizing, by understanding and obeying that hukum, Parampad Pai. Parampad is that supreme spiritual status. It's a level of spirituality, right? It's very clearly described in some religions. It's that supreme, the Parampad. You reach the highest level of as a seeker, as a spiritual seeker. Hukam pachane bhujai sach soi. He says, first thing you have to do is to recognize the hukum. Why what is happening is happening. What is it? What is that hukum? Then you understand such, that sacha, the sacha, the truth which is pervading there, right? That it comes, sacha comes many times. It's about that truth, that it's again the same thing about whatever you call it, that divineness, that truthfulness which is pervading there, that naam which is pervading there. That's what you have to touch, that's what you have to connect to. So on 385, it says, Hukum bhuj rang ras mane. Again, it's about, by understanding the command of God, I remain in pleasure and joy. Kaho Nanak jin hukam pachata, Prab Sahib ka tin ped jata. It says, O Nanak, those who have realized, who have understood the hukum of Vaheguru, Prab Sahib ka tin ped jata. They paid jata, secret, understand the secret. Those Prab Sahib, that God Master, they have understood the secrets of that God Master. Hukam bhujai ta eko jane. By understanding of his command, we come to know one God. Then, there's many times we are told, in many ways, again in Gurbani, that all the creation is under that one command, that hukum, under the hukum of Akal Purakh Vaheguru. So here are some of those we will look into. Ang 223. Eko hukam vartay sab loi, ekas te sab opat hoi. He says that one command is happening, is prevailing throughout all the worlds. Sab loi, all the worlds. Ekas te sab opat hoi. Everything has originated from that one. Opat hoi has arisen, has originated from that one. Ang 1275. Chahodis hukam vartay prabh tera, chahodis naam patalang. Says, in all four directions, O Vaheguru, O Prabhu, O God, hukam vartay tera. Your hukam is pervading, your command is pervading. Shahodis Nam Patalam. We talk about that Patal Akas. It says even in that Patal, under earth, it's the one of the meaning of it is that deep underwater you find Patal, right? There's many researches of what exactly is the Patal. There are many translations to it, but it's also Netherlands, underworld, deep under the ocean. So yeah, it says that's also where the hukum is there. It says hukme tarti tol sir parang, hukme paud pani gainaran, hukme siv sakti karvasa, hukme mel khalaida. Tarti tol sir param. He says even all the earth, and there is this mythical bull in the old Granths, all Hindu Granths. There's a mythical bull which is supporting the burden of the earth. He says, "Hukme tol sir param." That all burden, all that weight on the head is under the hukum. It's basically saying the earth is standing in its place under the hukum. Hukme pond pani genaram. By whose hukum the pond, the wind, the air, the water, fire came into being. Hukme Shiv Sakti Karvasa, hukme khel khilayata. All that matter, that energy. Shiv Shakti is that energy and the matter which is there, right? All of that is under his hukum, under his command. And by his hukum, all what is happening is happening. Khel khilaida, it's kind of phrase used. All this play which is happening, which is playing, is under hukum. Again, all creation under hukum. Hukme adane agasi, hukme jalthal tripavanvasi, hukme saas giras sada, fun hukme dekh dikhayeda. By his command, by his hukum, the sky is spread above. Adane is spread, agas, that sky is spread above. Hukme jalthal tripavanavasi. By his hukum, all the creatures are there in water or underwater, under land, or throughout all these three worlds. Hukme saas giras, sadafun hukme dekh. Our saas, the breath, and the food. Giras is the food as we put in our, the bite of food which we put in our mouth. He says all that is under his hukum. Hukme dekh dikhayda. He's looking, he's watching. He's watching us. He's watching over us and inspires us to see. Then it says, Hukum upaye das avtara, dev danav aganata para, mane hukum so dargah pehche, sach milai samayda. He's even talking beyond that. He says, beyond now this creation, those 10 incarnations which are talked about in the Granths, the gods, Dev, Danav, Agnat, the gods, the good gods, the devils, the Agnat Apara, the infinite, uncounted, which cannot be counted, Agnat Apara, infinite. They are all under hukum. Mane hukum so dargah byaj hai. Those who understand the hukum, mane, understand the hukum. So dargah byaj hai. Dargah is his abode, his court. God's court is dargah. Byaj hai. He is respected, gets honored. Mane hukum, those who have accepted, obeyed his hukum, they are accepted at dargah, at his door. Sach milai samayda, and they merge with the truth. They understand the sach, the truth, and they merge. They are absorbed in God. Hukme jug chatti gudare, hukme sit sadik vichare, aap nath nathi sab jaki, bakshe mukat karayeda. He says, by the hukum of his command, the 36 ages passed by. Gudare passed by, chatti gudare. There's many stories about how many times universe was created, was demolished, created, or got extinct. He says, under his hukum, chatti jug, 36 times this happened. Hukme sit satik vichare. all the siddhas and sadhiks who have obtained so many supernatural powers and who contemplate as seekers, they contemplate under hukam. Aap nath nathi nathi sab jaki bakshe mukat karayeda. He himself has brought all under his control. Nath is the one who is in control. Nathi, he has put control. Sab jaki on everybody. Bakshe mukat karayeda. Those whom he bakshe, forgives. Bakshe comes a lot of time. We do that in Ardas too, right? Mukat karayeda, they become emancipated. If he forgives, they become emancipated. It says, then again, all operating under his hukam. More about it. Hukmi sabhe upjay, hukmi kar kamaye, hukmi kale vas hai, hukmi saas tamaye. Under his hukam, sabhe upjay, everything is created. Hukmi kar kamaye, all the actions are performed under his hukam. Hukmi kale vas hai, under his hukam we are bound by this time. We are subject to death. We come in this kal. Everything is subject to death. Right? It comes and then it goes because of time. Hukmi saath samaye, under his command, we merge with the truth. Nanak jyotis pave so thiye, inna janta vich vas kich nahi. He says, whatever pleases to you, O God, happens in these janta, in these creatures' hands. Vas kich nahi. There's nothing in their hands. There's nothing in their control. That's what this says. 145, it says, Hukam Saj Hukme which rakhe Nanak Sacha Aap. He creates everything in Hukam and then he keeps everybody in his Hukam. That true one, Sacha Aap, the true one, he creates everything in his Hukam and then he keeps them in his Hukam. 1037, Hukme Aya, Hukam Samaya, Hukme Disa, Jagat Upaya, Hukme Surag Mach Payala, Hukme Kala Rahayeda. Same Hukme Aya, Hukum Samaya came in Hukum, is going to merge in Hukum. Hukme Disa Jagat Upaya is seeing that the whole world is originated in Hukum. Hukme Surag Mach Pyala, this all three worlds we talk about are in Hukum. Hukme Kala Rahayeda. All his power which is there is supporting all of this under his Hukum. Japji Sahib, we talk about the Bani, talks about Hukum. Kiv sachara hoye ki kure tutte pal, Hukam rajai chalana Nanak likhya naal. You know, the first body, at the end of the first body, it says, then it says, how do we become? It talks about there's a kud, there's a falsehood which we don't understand. How do we become truthful and rise above that falsehood? How will that falsehood break? Right? That veil of falsehood break. He says, Hukam rajai chalana Nanak likhya naal. He says it's by following his hukum, by obeying his hukum, by following his will. Then there is, in the second pori, it says, Hukmi hovan akar, hukam na kaya jaye. In hukam, everything happens. Hukam na kaya jaye. His command cannot be described. Hukmi hovan ji, hukam mile vedyai. Everything is under his hukum. Everybody, all the praise is obtained under his hukum. Right? Hukmi uttam nich hukum nikduk sukh paiye, ikna hukmi bakshish hukmi sada pavaiye. Hukme andar sabko bahar hukum na koi, nanak hukme je bujhe ta home kare na koi. Two main messages in there. It says, under his command, everything is created, high or low. By his command, it's pain or pleasure. Right? Nanak hukme je bujhe ta home koi na koi. That's the second main important thing. It says, once you have understood the hukum, then there is no ego. Nobody is subject to any home. Home is for ego. Right? So and then home, hukum. These two go also. You stay in hukum. You get above home. Right? You understand there's something which is home, which tells you, which have that separation from the truth, which creates that separation from the truth out there from with which you have to merge. So those are the two main things which keep coming again and again, and they get related to each other also. So here it's saying, Nanak hukme je bujhe ta home kahe na kwe. Also, there's more of such instances. Jiv jiv hukam tive tivkar, vekhe vikse kar vichar, Nanak kathna kar rasar. He says, as he commands, so everything exists. There are worlds upon worlds of his creation. He is watching over all, and he's contemplating the creation, and he's rejoicing it. Then it says, Nanak kathna kara sar. His, oh Nanak, telling about it is such a difficult thing. It's a karra sar. It's a very difficult thing to do. Sukhmani Sahib is another important Bani, which is there in Guru Granth Sahib Ji, and many people. We have Sukhmani Sahib part in many events which we do that. There is about Hukam. I wanted to cover that. In one of the Ashtapadis, it says, Karan Karavan Karne Jog, Jyotis Pave Soi Hog. He is the one who is doing Jyotis Pave Soi Hog. That which pleases him happens. Khinme thap uthapan hara, ant nahi kich para vara. Just trying how his hukam is happening. He is the one within instant he can create or he can destroy. Ant nahi kich para vara. You cannot understand the limits of it. Para vara, the this end or that end, like in the shore, you cannot know this or that, right? Para vara. Hukme tar adar rahave, hukme upjay hukum samave, hukme oosh neech vyavhar, hukme anik rang parkar, kar kar dekhe apni vidiyai, Nanak sab mein reha samai. So it's again the same thing. He's created this universe, he's maintaining it unsupported under the hukum. By his order, this world was created. By his order, it shall merge into him again. By his order, one's occupation is high or low. By his order, there are so many forms, so much variety. Having created this creation, he is taking care of it, and he beholds his own creation. O Nanak, he is pervading in all. And then, there's the Kathna Karra Sar. It's indescribable. Many times it's coming in the Bani, right? Tera hukam na japi ketara likh na jane koe. Says the japi ketara, how much, what's the extent of your hukam cannot be seen or cannot be known by writing. Je sau sair meli hai, til na pujave roe. It says even if hundreds of poets, they meet together to describe it, they are going to it will be a useless effort. They won't be able to define even a tiny bit of it. कीमत किने ना पाया सब सुन आखन सोए आखे सोए. कीमत किने ना पाया सब सुन आखे सोए. He says कीमत, nobody has truly evaluated your hukam. सब सुन आखे सोए. They are just listening to it from others and they are telling about it. So it's trying to tell it's indescribable, incomprehensible. So किच करे जो चित ना होई, तिस्ता हुक्म मेट ना सके कोई. हुक्मे वर्तै अमृत वाणी, हुक्मे अमृत प्यावणिया. It says that God does what he does is beyond our consciousness. By his command, the ambrosial Bani of the word prevails, and by his command, we drink it as Amrit. Tera hukam apar hai, koi ant na paye. Your command is infinite. No one can find its limit. Tera hukam na japi ketara, sache alakh apara, O alakh apara, O unseen, O infinite. I do not know how big, great is your command. But it tells us how difficult it is to understand that, and then it keeps telling us, reminding us again and again that we have to realize it. And then throughout Gurbani, of course, it tells us all the means, it tells us the naam, it tells us other means of remaining his hukum, to realize the hukum. There, like we talked about in the Naam, on how to connect to that source, how to understand that, and get to that state, get to that level where you are able to become his instrument and stay in his hukum. Right? That's the nicknames have been prescribed. There's so much there, right? So says why we need to realize this. Bahar hum kahe avenge, avan jana hukum tisse ka hukme bhuj, bhuj samavenge rahao. Says, so according to Gurbani, the purpose of life is to merge with the Vaheguru. You know, to not come in this birth again. You have realized to an extent that there's no need here. Unknowingly, we keep coming to this birth again and again, it says, right? We come across, we are very fortunate if we come across Satguru, which is coming across Bani, coming across Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, understanding the Bani. We are very fortunate. Our mind starts to understand this realm of reality and able to comprehend, because it has been put in words for us by our Sadgurus. So the main purpose is that we do not come to birth again. It says, Bahar hum kahe avenge? Why should I come to this world again? Bahar hum kahe aayenge? Avan jana hukam tisse ka. He says, I was coming. This coming and going is the hukam. Do you know what is the main truth? This is always a truth. What is truth? Avan jana, birth, death, truth. Yes. We will, coming and going is by his hukam, by his command. We will realize that hukam, we will understand that hukam, and then we will merge with him. And that will happen through, it has to happen through this birth only, through this manak day only, through this human birth only. De kodi char, right? Using this human body, Surnar Munjan Amrit Khoshte, Amrit Gurte Paya. Right? That Surnar Munjan also look for this human body so that they can rise above it. They don't have to come to it again. They can realize and then merge with Vaheguru. How does it happen? It happens by His grace, and that's always there, Gur Prasad. And it's Sachi Gurte Hukam Paschan. Through the true Guru, through Satguru, the command of the God's will is realized. Jina Hukam Manayan, Te Pure Sansar. Those who obey the Hukam of God's command, they are the perfect ones in the world. Sa Hukam Pachane Kantaka, Jisno Kripa Kiti Kartar. You know that Kartar, that creator who has blessed and had mercy on the one, they alone realize the Hukam of the husband God. Right? So again, we obtain him by his grace. Sacha sauda virla ko paaye, pura satguru milaye, gurmukh hoye so hukam pachane, mane hukam samayata. It's again saying through, by becoming a gurmukh, sacha sauda virla ko paaye. Since the only few obtain that true merchandise. What that merchandise? That merchandise of Naam, of Satguru's Naam from Satguru, of Satguru Bani. And Pura Satguru, the true Satguru Milai can make it happen for you to meet with the God. And then what happens? You get Naam. What happens? You are able to understand the Hukam. Next step is you are able to realize the Hukam. Then what's the next step? Then you merge with the God. Nanak hukam tina manaisi pai jinna ture kamaya now. Here is the relation between the now and the hukam. Says Nanak, oh Nanak, hukam tina manaisi. Those are the ones who are able to obey that hukam and understand that hukam. Jinna ture kamaya now, who have obtained that now, ture, from many births or this birth, they have earned that naam. They have that naam. They have attained that naam. Now they are understanding the hukam. Nanak kripa kare jin upar tinna hukme laye milaye. He says, then that Vaheguru, whoever he showers his mercy on, they are merged and immersed in his will, in his will. Right? And then it comes throughout Kripani, he is always supporting, always helping. There's always this saying that this whole nature always keeps supporting for this human being to become enlightened. Everything around you is always supporting, always trying. All that dukh, sukh, whatever happens is to give you a chance to become enlightened, right? To put your attention to the truth, to understand the hukum. Because that whole nature, everything else wants to become enlightened through you. He is always supporting. Chajya chur maro kya prani jo kish dena so de raya. And this is so important. That understanding is so important. The first thing which comes with hukam is the understanding that yes, that God is the one. I don't have. There's your mind. You become free of that worldly trauma. You start thinking into next realm of the spirituality. Of what exists there as Nam, you become part of it. First you have to get separated from where you're entangled right now. Right? So, Chajja chur maro kya prani, jo kish dena so de reha. Why are you dying with anxiety, stressing yourself? Chur maro, chur is stressing, right? Maro kya prani, jo kuch dena so de reha. Whatever you're supposed to get, he is giving you already. De vekhe hukam chalaye. By giving you, he is watching over you. He's not just watching over you, yes, right? He's giving you what you need. Then he's doing his hukam. He's watching over you according to the orders which he issues. De vekhe hukam chalaye, jyo jiya ka rijak paya. Jyo jiya ka rijak paya. Rijak, whatever you're supposed, your nourishment, your sustenance is already there for you. Okay? It says, Hukme tarti sajiyan sachi taramsala sabna rijak sambaheda tera hukam nirala. So for this main title of this, right, he's always supporting. You need to, for your mind to understand and accept. Saturi is talking about the rijak, the sustenance. Right? That's the main word here. It says, Hukmi tarti sajiyan sachi taramsala. Under his command, he has created this earth for you. It's a true home for dharma. Taram kaman vaste. To do your efforts to meet that purpose of life where you rise above the life. Right? Sabna rijak sambaheda tera hukam nirala. He is giving the sustenance for everybody. How wonderful, how unique is your hukam. Then there's this shabad about knowing hukam. I wanted to share shlok. It comes out of shlok. It's Kabir Ji's shlok. And it's recited by many people. Very well known. It's about the reality of life, about death. Right? It says, Kabira marta marta jagmua marbhi ne jane koe aisi marni jo mare bahur na marna hoye. He says, oh Kabir, this whole world is dying to death. But nobody knows how to truly die. Aisi marni jo mare bahur na marna hoye. So, what is the truth? That die so that you never have to die again. Bahur na marna hoye, again. Na marna hoye, you don't have to die. Aisi marni, die like that. Then it says Mahalla Tija. That's the other title. It says Mahalla Tija is third Guru, right? Guru Amar Das Ji, right? Kya jana kyun marenge, kaisa marna hoye, jekar sahib mano na visre ta sehla marna hoye. He says, who knows when to die, what sort of death it will be. Jekar sahib mano na visre ta sehla marna hoye. He says, if you don't forget that master, that God, that master, then death is going to be so easy. Sehla. Marne te jagat dare, jeevya lode sab koi. This whole jagat, whole world is terrified, dare, is fearful. जीविया लोड़ा है सबको, जीविया life लोड़ा है, want. Everybody is longing, wanting life only. Gur to live more and more. Gur prasadi jivat mare, hukme bhuje soe. He says, you know what? By Guru Prasad, by Gur Prasad, by grace of God, those who die yet alive, while they are alive, jivat mare, jivan mukti, hukme bhuje soe. You know who is able to do that? Those who are able to understand the hukam. Nanak aisi marni jo mare ta sad jivan hoye. He says those who die such a death, they live forever. What death? Who die such a death after realizing the hukam. Who die in hukam. They live forever. Right? So, how to, again, hukam maniye paiye. This is another Shabad thing. All of this Bani which has been there about hukam, it's just to feed your mind with the Sadguru's teachings about it. So you are able to internalize, right? And then next time you read it, you get more connected to it. You internally are able to understand the essence. You're able to understand what's being said, right? So on Ang 918, Aavo Sant pyare ho, akat ki karhe kahani akat keri kit dware paiye. You know, these two lines saying, hey, come, O saints, let's speak about that one God, that which is unspoken so far. Kare kahani akat keri, that unspoken speech of that God. How do you find that God? Which door can take me to that God? Then it says, Tan man tan sab saump gur ko hukam maniye paiye. It says, Tan man tan sab saump gur ko. Surrender this body, mind, wealth, everything to the Guru. Hukam man. Right? Obey the order of Vaheguru's hukam. What does it really mean? This is, detangle yourself from the worldly attachments. First understand that He's taking care of you. And then, with your body, with your mind, with your wealth, there's different steps. Naam japna, Bani parna, right? Coming across Satguru is coming across Bani, right? By yourself internalizing Bani is doing a sangat. That also is doing a sangat. Understand that hukam, and then you will merge, you will find Him. Hukam maniho Guru kera, gavu sachi bani, kahe Nanak suno santo, katheho akat kahani. He says, that is the akat kahani. By reciting, singing the true word of His Bani, understand the hukum, come closer to Him, come closer to the source, and rise above the birth and death. So then why is it, what is coming in the way? Why do we don't understand the hukum? Why is it we don't know what is the hukam, what we are doing? Is it in hukam or is it not in hukam? Which way are we going? Which way are we facing? It says, hukam na jane bapde, pule fire gawar, manhat karam kamavde, nit nit hohe khuhar. It says, those poor fools, poor fellows, bapde, they are pule fire, they are forgotten. They are just roaming around forgotten. Manhat karam kamavde, they are wandering out doing things by their mind, by their stubborn mind. They are doing all this business and all by their stubborn mind. They are disgraced because of this. They are not able to connect to the hukam, to connect to they are not able to internalize, to connect to the reality. Antar shant na aave, na sach lag gaya pyar. Their inner peace is not there. Antar, inner shant peace is not there. Sach na lag gaya pyar. They don't have that love for the truth. They can't even recognize what is right, what is true. Hukam na jane bahuta rove, andar tokha neend na sove. He says, but not knowing the hukam, you remain in terrible pain. You have doubts which are never, you are deceived, totally deceived inside. And you cannot sleep in peace too. It says, Je tan khasme challe rajai, dar kar shobha mahal bulai, Nanak karmi eh matpai, gur prasadi sach smai. So, tan khasme challe rajai. While I have it here, I can explain. So, tan here is also used for a bride, and then whole Gurbani concept is also that as humans, we are all soul brides who have to merge with that Vahiguru. Right, so our Atma is also called the soul bride. It says that the soul bride follows the will of the God, is honored in our own home, and find place in the mansion of His presence. It's Nanak karmi eh matpai gur prasadi sasmai. Oh Nanak, by His mercy, this understanding is obtained, and by Guru's grace, she is absorbed into the true one. चारे वेद ब्रह्मे को दिए पढ़ पढ़ करे विचारी ताका हुक्म न बूझे बपड़ा नरक स्वर्ग अवतारी. So in the second one, 423, what does it say? It says, in the previous one, what it says, come more closer to your inner self. That's basically it's telling you, what does Bani do? What does meditation do? You come close to the inner self. It says, somewhere it says there's a jot, there's a light of God. Come closer to that light. More and more come closer to that light. And that happens through Nam. That happens through the Nam, through the source which is already connected to that divine. Very simple to understand that. It says also, Chare Ved Brahme ko diye pad pad kare vichari. You can, this whole thing, the message here is you can read a lot of Veds or a lot of spiritual writings or any kind of become a great scholar about it. You can read and read again, but if you do not internalize, you do not do the Nam Japna, you do not recite, you do not come across the one who is already connected, you cannot. You do not come across Sadhguru, you do not come across the right connection, the right source. By pad kare vichari, by doing, just reading it continuously, you are not reaching anywhere. Let's do the meanings of it. Chare Ved Brahme ko diye pad kare vichari says, you gave the 4 Brahmas to Brahma. That's one of the god, right? Brahma is one of the god. He was given 4 Vedas. He kept on reading it continuously. All it knows, can recite anything about it, knows everything about it, and was supposed to reflect upon it. It says, Taka hukam na bhuje bapura, narak swarag avatari. Still he could not understand the reality of the one divine existent. And what happens? Because of that, he has all the powers of this worldly power of Maya, right? He'll keep coming into reincarnation into heaven and hell. Keep coming into reincarnation into heaven and hell, because never get into that direct connection with the real true one. Right? That's what this says. So knowing the hukam, never connecting to the Nam. Right? So when do we understand hukam? Hukam pachane so har gun vakhane, gur ke shabad naam nisane. Is those who recognize the hukam, what do? They chant the glorious praises of God. Right? The word of Guru Shabad, they are glorified with the Naam. They do Naam recitation, they do Kirtan. Soi karna je aap karaye, jithe rakhe sa pali jaye. Soi siana, so patwanta, hukam lagya jis meetha jiyo. It says, Soi siana, so patwanta, hukam lagya jis meetha jiyo. Such people are honorable and they are the true intellects who have understood the hukam, and to whom that hukam seems sweet. They like to be in the hukam. Jis jan apna hukam manaya, sarab thok nanak tin paya. Whoever that Vaheguru makes to accept his will, O Nanak, obtains everything. Because everything happens in his hukam. He's connected to the whole nature. The whole nature is under his hukam. He understands the hukam. And then those levels happen, where it says siddhi and all, and then we hear about all the supernatural powers, all the powers after them. We say, all Surnar Munjam, all they, everybody is after Brahmgyani, such people who have attained those. So that's the state of knowing the hukum, right? It's important to know what is not hukum also. So this slide is here for that. What is not hukum? Sabbo sutak param hai duje lagge jaye, jamman marna hukum hai paane aave jaye, खाना पीना पवित्र है दीतो नृजक समाहे, नानक जिन्ही गुरमुख बुझिया तिन्ना सूतक नाहे. So there's this word, this is one word here, right? Sutak is there. There's another word which is duja here, which is used. This is it says sutak. So all impurity comes from doubt and attachment to duality. As long as you have that doubt and duality, that as long as that is there, that hukam is not there. That understanding of that hukam is not there. Right? Jamman marna hukam hai paane aave jaye. He says, birth and death, they are subject to the command of God's will. Through His will, we come and go. Eating and drinking, khana pina pavitra hai, dito nrijak sambahe. Eating and drinking is all whatever He has given us to nourish us. It's all given by Him as our sustenance. Nanak jinni gurmukh puchya tina sutak nahe. Says, whoever has understood that Vaheguru, Gurmukh Puchya, as Gurmukh who has understood that Vaheguru, they are not stained by impurity. They don't call that within the Vaheguru's command there is sutak, right? There is impurities over there. They have the understanding of pure and not pure. Sacha naam tyaiye sabho varte sach, Nanak hukum buj parvan hoye ta fal pave sach. So he says, meditate on the true name. How do we remain in the hukum? How do we come closer to understanding on the hukum? Sacha naam tyaiye, meditate on the naam. Sabho varte sach, because that Vaheguru's truth which is pervading everywhere, by connecting to His naam, you will also connect to it. Nanak hukum buj parvan hoye, and then you will understand His hukum. Then you will become His instrument. You will do things as He is doing, and then you will be accepted by Him. Ta fal pave sach, and then you will obtain that fruit of truth. Right? There is few other terms important to know. Kathni badni karta fire hukme mool na bujhe andha kach nikach. Kathni badni karta, you are doing the foolish babbling and speaking without knowing, without understanding. You don't understand the command, that being blind and doing foolish babbling and speaking about it. Pir ka hukam na payo muye jinni vichon aap na gavaya. On 568. It says, Pir ka hukum, that Vaheguru's hukum, na payo muye, oh muye is for, oh bride, the soul bride, you are subjected to death, oh mortal bride, right? Jinni vichon aap na gavaya, the self-conceit which is there, that feeling that you are the one who is doing things, you haven't gotten rid of it. Vichu aap na gavaya. You do not realize, that's why you are not able to realize that Vaheguru's command. It says, hukam na bhuje vyapya mamta. So mamta is the other part. It says, he does not realize the hukum of God's command, afflicted by possessiveness, and mamta is what? It's also for the maya, for the worldly attachment. You are so much attached to that. You are attracted to it. There's so much of that force which is pulling you from that worldly attachment. Your mamta for it is so much that you cannot see the reality. That's what mamta vyapi hui hai. vyapya mamta. Hukam na bhuje, vyapya mamta. That maya di mamta, the one which is all there, which is pulling you from all directions towards it. You cannot see the reality. And it keeps giving you the reality, do you even accept the birth and the death is reality? Right? So, how to be in hukum? Just आसा आस करे सब कोई, हुक्मे बूझे निराशा होई. Just few of those hints there. It says you keep, the asa is a hope, keep doing hope, right? And once you understand his call, there's no more hope, desire left. You become nirasa. Asa which sutte kai loi, so jage jagave soi. So in that hope, many are asleep. They are not awakened. They are awakened by God Himself. They alone wake up whom are awakened by God Himself. Kar bairag tu chhod pakhand, so saho sab kich janaye. Just renounce this hypocrisy that Vaheguru, He knows everything. Jal thal mahil eko soi, gurmukh hukam pachan de. जिन हुक्म पछाता हरि केरा, सोई सरब सुख पाव दे. If कहे नानक सो बैरागी, andin har live lav de. This is that one God who is pervading. Again, Jal Thal Mahil. Water, Jal Thal is this land. Mahil is that Akash, that sky. Eko Soi, that one is pervading. Gurmukh Hukam Pachan de. The Gurmukh ones who are facing towards Guru, who have realized, they understand the Hukum. Jin hukam pachata hari kera soi sarab sukh pav de. Those who realize that command, they obtain peace and comforts. If kahe nanak so biragi, andin har live lav de. So it's such people, such who have renounced, right? They day and night, they are attuned to the andin, day and night. Har live lav de, their tuning is with Vaheguru. They are doing what Vaheguru is doing. They become part of Him. Jinni hukam pachaniya so mele haume shabad jalaye. So we hukam, naam and haume, right? Those pachaniya, we talked about pachaniya, those who have recognized the hukam, say mele, they are united with Vaheguru. Haume shabad jalaye. And what happens? Through the Shabad, through Vaheguru's Bani, all the haume is gone. The egotism is burnt away from them. That I-ness that I am doing, that goes away. So that's all the talk about Hukum. We discussed in length about all different ways Sadhguruji is telling us, in different contexts Sadhguruji is telling us. Let's finish our session with this. So far about Hukum, and we'll meet in the next session. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.